Well, as we reported earlier in the show, the Coast Guard has found debris of the Titan submersible, which was en route to explore the wreckage of the Titanic. The 5 passengers are all presumed dead.
We know this isn't the first time that people have explored the doomed ship's wreckage. That includes a Virginia Beach man who had a scare deep in the Atlantic Ocean. 10 on your side's Raven Payne has more on his experiences. Raven?
You guys, trapped under the Titanic's propellers is what Alfred Garr tells me he experienced on his expedition down to the shipwreck. It was just 30 minutes he was trapped, but he tells me it felt like a lifetime.
The whole experience is surreal.
Days after 5 people were lost at sea in a submersible, Alfred Garr reflects on his trip to the Titanic. He tells me his friend on the RMS Titanic asked him if he wanted to be a part of history. Garr went from cleaning the shipwreck's artifacts to heading down to the ship in a Russian-built submersible.
We went there. It takes 2.5 hours to get down, 2.5 hours to get back up, and usually your day is spent about 8-9 hours skirting around the bottom looking for the debris field.
In a space of about 5 by 5 feet, the crew of 3 made their way to the Titanic propellers where they got stuck. Garr's wife Sherry remembers the agony of having to wait for him to return home. While they weren't married at the time, she tells me the expedition interrupted a trip where she expected him to propose.
I was terrified. So it was 12 hours waiting for him to respond back to me, either by email or by a phone call. I was on pins and needles.
The U.S. Coast Guard says all 5 people aboard the Titan submersible are dead. OceanGate released a statement soon after. It says, "Our hearts are with these 5 souls and every member of their families during this tragic time. We grieve the loss of life and joy they brought to everyone they knew." The U.S. Coast Guard also says the submersible likely imploded in the North Atlantic waters. Live in Portsmouth, Raven Payne, 10 on your side.